Gets there, being able to extend. He's got a smaller player, McLaughlin, on him, so he can hold him off with that hip. You don't want to take off too early when you got a big lurking there that can rotate across and block a shot, but it was wide open. No shot blockers out there on the floor with Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns out of the game. Floor wide open to get to the rim against the Wolves.
Highsmith committed the foul, his first. Heater over the limit. Marcus Garrett checks in for Tyler Hero. Let's stay on Tyler for a second. Last year, he started 10 games early in the season. The Heat went 5-5 in those 10. Wound up being the NBA's top 6 man, averaged almost 21 points a game in the regular season. Struggled in the playoffs even before he got injured. And, John, I think that just simply threw more wood on the fire for Hero for this season.
Look, I love when he's got a bit of chip on his shoulder, right? I mean, he's shown an ability to work so hard to improve himself. But what a polished young player he is. He's come back. He looks even more, he looks stronger. He looks more physically fit. He's got great lift on his shot and then being able to explode and get to the basket. His goal was to start this year. He made it very, very clear. So far, it looks like he may get that opportunity. But either way, he's said the right things. He's been able to sign this new deal, and I'm excited for him to be a part of the Heat for a while here with his ability to be able to impact this team in such a positive way.
Nathan Knight picked up the foul for Minnesota. Dedmon hits the front end. And let's take this moment to hear this message from the Florida line.
The new Florida 300 times the cash offers 28 prizes of $1 million or more. Get your hands on one-of-a-kind winnings. Only from the Florida Lottery.
Couple free throws from Dedmon, and then the forced turnover from Marcus Garrett, the point guard out of Kansas who makes a living with his defense. John, he's a one-man press.
Boy, you see why, right? Great footwork, stays in front, but then those long arms, too. He's rangy, able to get a hand on the ball, knock it off McLaughlin out of bounds.
1 point Heat lead, a minute left, first quarter. Duncan Robinson in the game for the first time as it rim out. Robinson, a starter for most of last season, then fell out of the rotation late in the season. Still one of the game's premier three-point shooters. Under a minute left, first quarter. This is Austin Rivers hooking and missing. And underneath, Knight was fouled by Dedmon. Well, Heat committing their 7th foul of the first quarter. John, Dwayne Dedmon re-signing with the Heat in the offseason, coming back for his 10th year in the league. He's going to give you toughness and energy and effort and three-point shooting, believe it or not, every time he steps on the floor.
Yeah, he really, the energy to me is the thing that's the most tangible when he comes off the bench. And having been a player who was in a similar role while coming off the bench, that's a big piece. Particularly when you go on the road as a bench player, to bring that energy. And he changes the game with that. He tends to be very efficient at being able to make shots, come up with extra possessions on the rebounding side. And you're right. I mean, that added dimension. He's getting more and more comfortable with that three-point shot. He's capable out there, loves to trail. When everyone's lurking back into the paint, he's the one coming down, trailing, being able to catch that shot out there and fool players straight away.
Strus short on the three. By the way, Aaron Judge led off the Yankees game with the Rangers with his 62nd home run of the season. He has just broken Roger Maris's American League home run record. Congratulations to Aaron Judge as Nathan Knight wheels in and misses. Tie game at 24, closing seconds, first quarter. Dedmon with an offensive foul. Taurean Prince took the hit. Dedmon gets his second foul.
Now Prince, just one of the prototype 3-and-D guys, really stretches the floor on the offensive end as a three-point shooter, but really quick, can move his feet well, and can play bigger players at 6'7" because of his strength and physicality, able to beat Dedmon to the spot.
McLaughlin, forcing it up and in, beats the clock and the defense of Garrett. But Jordan McLaughlin gets the final score of the first quarter, giving